I'm Matthew Tukua. I am been in the area since about 7th grade in the La Crosse area. Right now I work as a beverage and hospitality manager for Red Lobster. Um, yeah, I enjoy hiking, enjoy getting in and working with some of the local groups in the area, some of the nonprofits when I have time, and yeah, that's me. I can't really remember. I know I did some volunteer work with the YMCA up in Eau Claire, helping out their maintenance staff. I worked with in Eau Claire again. I worked with Lutheran Social Services. They had a resale store, kind of like a Goodwill up there. So I helped them work the floor, help them stock the floor, move around equipment, and just kind of sort things with them. So that was probably my first experience with a nonprofit. Well, I guess one of the things that's personal to me is my family moved around quite a bit when I was younger. So I found myself as kind of the new kid outside of the sphere of popularity, and the first people I connected to were the people that were kind of the outcast or the forgotten, and the people that nobody really paid any attention to. And I feel like I've had to navigate certain spheres of my life to kind of fit in, to acclimate myself to new places, but I've always kind of felt a closeness to people that have been kind of cast aside. So that would lean more towards nonprofits that help like the homeless or the unemployed, things like that. But it still kind of inspired me to continue giving my time to people who need it. I may not always have a lot of money, extra money to give, but I always have time. I was, very close to Liz in high school, as a lot of people were. I really fell in love with her family. She was just an incredible spirit to be around. Through the course of life, I kind of grew away from the area, grew away from her and some other people, but she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. When she was diagnosed and through the process of her battling and her ultimately not winning the battle, it kind of brought her back into my life, and it brought these people back into my life. One thing that it brought me to remember how great these people are, the Holman family in particular, and all the people that help out with Living for Liz, with that organization, and seeing the great people that Liz and her life brought together is just really inspiring. So it really does a lot more for me than I could ever do for them. Lung cancer is the leading killer in cancers, and it's the least funded as far as research and as far as awareness. So that's the goal of the Living for Liz organization, is through her memory, through her and to honor her, it needs to be brought to the attention of everybody, because it affects non-smokers. Yeah. You're at a lung cancer event and you look in the parking lot, at least they walk away, but you look in the parking lot 30 feet away and people are smoking. Yeah. And it's a very weird thing. The next event is called Bet on a Cure. It's a casino night. So there's blackjack. I believe they have roulette, blackjack, craps, things like that, hors d'oeuvres. Just kind of an opportunity for everybody to get a little fancy and go spend the night with some great people having fun. I believe I will be dealing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of anxiety, especially if it's blackjack. My quick math skills are a little rusty, so.
Oh,
No, I don't believe so.
okay.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I think that most of the events that I've worked with, they've been planned out pretty well with some very capable people, so they're usually able to meet their goal.
Okay.
One thing that I'd like to gain, obviously, I always like to be a person that, friends and family know that they could call if they ever need a body, if they ever need somebody to help with a project or an event or anything like that. I'll always be willing to help. I'm also looking to gain as far as myself, just I don't know if connections is the right thing to say, but just improve my skills in meeting and networking with people. Because I know I'm typically kind of the guy that will sit on the outside and kind of watch everybody interact. Maybe I would dive in for a little bit and then I'd take off, give the old Irish goodbye and go. So just kind of anything that I can do to kind of push myself into an inescapable situation to where I just have to embrace the awkward feeling, the social awkwardness, and then just kind of push past it. So that's kind of a small, like, personal goal of mine with some of these events. Okay. So I'll be dealing like this. I have a bolo tie. I really wish I would have just worn that instead of the bow tie.
Why don't you wear it?
Because they asked for a bow tie.
Oh, they did.
They said, well, preferably a bow tie, but any tie would be fine. But, I mean... So now, I mean, I had the wacky hat, and when I'm getting it, I realized I have a bolo tie. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Should I lose the bow tie and just go full on cowboy?
Yes.
All right, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Nice.
Appreciate it. I had to get the blessing.
Or your number on your application, that's a lot.
And we want to thank you for being here tonight. Here's how some of the rules are going to go. You have a number on your name tag. Okay? That number is to be placed on the back of your ticket that you cash in for your chips. That ticket goes back to the raffle prizes that are in the lobby. Okay?
We're honored to have in our presence 2 lung cancer survivors with us tonight.
Okay, so let the games begin. Dealers, go to your table.
All right.
Roulette!
All right. Roulette. Be awesome.
What's this game?
This is Let It Ride. Texas Hold'em, basically, but you're playing against yourself. If you don't get, it's like video poker, but Texas Hold'em. Working at a job that you may not be 100% passionate about, you give a lot of time to that, and I feel that we get one shot here, and a lot of it should be spent doing something that has meaning, doing something that either gives meaning to other people or is meaningful to yourself, and helping people, whether it be helping an organization reach their goals or helping somebody that is in need of help, just simply by giving my time. It's just rewarding for me. Add more meaning to the time I'm spending here. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. All right. I better read over these rules a couple more times.
How did that go?
I feel guilty. There's got to be a guilt involved in a dealer that doesn't pay out a whole lot of money. So I have dealers. They call it dealer's guilt, I think. I guess I would like to be thought of as I'm always willing to be there. I'm always willing to help. Even if it's not a cause that it's my own personal cause, I want to help people that need it. I want to help people be more successful in what they're doing. There's always this big fear about how socially awkward I'm feeling tonight. Tonight was good though. It was a good crowd. I didn't feel like running away at all at any point. It was nice having the games to play. So it's good. I feel like there was a lot of people. I hear there was a better turnout this year. This is one of the better turnouts they've had. So they did a lot of good work. So we'll see how it turns out. Next opportunity that I have will be on Thanksgiving. I think from 10:30 to 1 o'clock, I'll be helping deliver meals. Thanksgiving meals to people that are unable to get out of their apartment. There's a chili slam coming up too. But they have these events, they raise money. I know that one of the things that they raise money for is bikes for people that can't afford bikes. So it's another really, really cool group that's happening in La Crosse.